My time in Cancun had drawn to a close, and after a quick dip in the pool, it was time to head to the airport to catch my flight.
Adios. Sir?
Which airline?
Viva Aerobus.
Right here?
Gracias.
Hi, man.
Hey.
My TikToker is Abraham Chan. Yeah, what's your name?
Follow. Tom.
Son.
Tom.
Som.
Tom.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
My name
bro.
is Abraham.
Nice to meet you, Abraham. Mexicans are the best people, honestly. So friendly, so nice. Don't mind being on camera. I literally think that, they're just literally the best. I'd come back here in a heartbeat. Good afternoon, I'm just in Cancun airport, about to fly back to Mexico City. I only stayed there for a couple of days the first time. So now I'm going back for 5 nights. So I'll really get to explore the city, I'm looking forward to it. Just a small matter of a quick flight.
Honey, 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 honey.
Es aquí.
I finally arrived back in my hotel where they had a new COVID measure in place, the luggage sanitation area. So I left my suitcase with the staff to disinfect, who later brought it to my room.
Finally arrived back here in Mexico City from being in Cancun. I've just decided tonight to just quickly nip to the shop, get something for me tea, and I'm just now watching the World Series. So that's pretty much my night. I'm gonna have an early one tonight so that tomorrow morning I can get up nice and early, make sure, you know, I get as much exploring in as possible. I'm here in Mexico City for the next 5 days, but it's a big city, there's so much to see and do, and I just wanna make the most of the time I have here before I fly on Monday. So yeah, early night for me, and I'll catch you in a bit. Buenos dias from a wonderful and warm Mexico City. My first order of business this morning is to find the metro so I can get it to the first attraction of the day. I'm actually excited to go on the Mexico City metro. It's meant to be one of the more dangerous areas of the city, apparently. A lot of pickpockets and stuff, so I've read. I mean, I've read a lot of negative things about Mexico City that so far, and Mexico in general, they just haven't turned out to be true. So be interested to see what getting the metro's like, and we'll move on to our first thing to do. Estación Salto del Agua. So we want to go, we're here, we want to go to Chapultepec. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations up on the number 1 line. ¿Dónde puedo comprar un boleto?
No tenemos, solamente sobre la marcha donde vaya.
Literally have no idea what he said. I was hoping he'd just point you in the right direction, but unless I'm on the wrong side. So this looks like it's for line 8. So there might be, oh no, it says Salida. I'm completely confused. Right, so I'm here, and there's a different one here. Ah, yeah, because this is the green line. This is the pink line. So I'm actually at the wrong one at the moment. I need to go from here to the roundabout and take a right at the roundabout to get to the correct line. This is the one I need to be at, because then it goes along to here and off to Chapultepec, whatever the station was called. So I need to head this way. So right, let's go and find this roundabout. No gracias, señor. So it's over there, I think I need to go to. So I'll cross over here, I'll head down there, and hopefully we can navigate our way through the weird and wonderful world of the Mexico City metro system. Let's try and buy a ticket in here. Hopefully this is a bit more successful than where I've just come from. There's a ticket here, a ticket office here. So hopefully we can finally get a ticket. I can actually get onto the metro. At least I couldn't buy a ticket in there, but it was the wrong line anyway, so potentially crisis averted. Hola, un boleto? Gracias. So, gracias. Thank you. So wow, 5 pesos, which is a whopping 20 pence. 20 pence for a metro ride here. The only place I think I've been on a cheap metro, actually no, I've been on cheaper metros in Belarus, Ukraine metro, Kiev metro was 4p a ride, and then I think the one in Pyongyang in North Korea, that metro was, I think, Gracias, señor. The one in Pyongyang was 2p, it was, yeah. I think I worked it out, however many North Korean won. We actually didn't get given tickets to go on that, they just let us through, but they had like a bin where they gathered people, like locals tickets, and we could each like sort of take one, and I think it was however many won, and we worked out was equivalent to about 5p. A fun fact actually, in North Korea you're not allowed to handle the money. You've actually got to pay in, I think it's dollars, euros. I'm not sure if they accept pound sterling. It was a couple of years ago since I went, so I can't remember. But I do know for a fact that you're not allowed to handle a North Korean won. Like you can buy it as a tourist over the border in China, in Dandong, but no, you're literally not allowed, for whatever reason, to have North Korean money. And even if I found some or saw some, I wouldn't really want to try and smuggle it out, because I suppose you don't know what's going to happen. I'd rather not get arrested, because I tried to get a banknote out of North Korea. There's better ways to go down than that, I'm sure. It's in the direction of Observatoria. This is going in the direction of Pantalan, which is actually the opposite direction, so we need to be on the other side. So far not as busy as I expected. Usually metros are packed. I mean, it's middle of the day on a Thursday, so maybe a lot of people are in work. You know, it's not rush hour and stuff, but direction Observatoria, that's where we need to go. This one. And now we wait. I don't know what the frequencies are like. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Oh, not bad at all. So, 2 minutos, 5 minutos, 6 minutos. So yeah, every couple of minutes. See, also you have graffiti here as well. Just livens things up a bit. I didn't want to vlog on the train there, because everyone seemed to be quiet, keeping themselves to themselves. But yeah, pretty standard metro. Kind of old, but not too shabby. We're at our destination now, so just going to find the exit. But on the train there was you know, like your regular salespeople. So you had some guy trying to sell glue, some guy trying to sell chewing gum. Don't know why. Sticky things seem to be all the rage. And what was the other? Again, there's 2 kids that were going along the floor like cleaning people's shoes. So just give one of them 5 pesos. So just the loose change that I had in my pocket. And yeah, pretty bog standard metro experience. But the price, unbelievable, 20p. Can't complain. Now I'm at my destination. I can imagine over the next 5 days using this quite a lot. Bosque de Chapultepec, which is Chapultepec Castle. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of this, but so we're gonna go. Oh wow. Well, the castle is in there, it's here, and I'm here. So I need to head in here. Oh yeah, even says it in massive letters on the gate and I missed it. Kind of head in here, past the chicken people, and we'll go and find the castle. So you got temperature checks coming up, COVID-19 warnings. They'll give me some hand gel in a minute, so the camera will be going down momentarily. It's funny because the police here look intimidating as fuck. Like, they look super scary. You just stand there, especially with the masks on, you think, wow, like, these guys are not to be messed with. You chat to them, dead sound. Just seem really nice, easy going. And when I was talking to that Pancho guy the other day, he was saying the policeman was his girlfriend, and they were like laughing. And it's like, I don't know, you just wouldn't expect that somehow. You'd think they'd be a bit more hard-nosed, but no, dead sound. So this is Chapultepec Park, which surrounds the castle. I literally do not know where the castle is. But anyway, the park's meant to be an attraction in of itself. So it's probably quite a good place. People to come a bit like Central Park in New York City to just kind of escape the stresses of everyday city life. I was going to say the loud noises, but we're literally right by a motorway. So I don't think noise-wise it's probably not going to be too peaceful. But you know, you're not contending with loads of cars and vehicles, and there's a bit more, you know, open space. You're not weaving in and out of people on the street and all the rest of it. So I think it's the castle. This way then, over this huge brick. Yeah, yes it is. Probably won't be able to see it properly, but it's like right at the top of here. So we're going over this bridge, which is over the highway, and up towards the castle. And it's one of the more fancy, in one of the more fancy neighbourhoods in town. Got like the Ritz-Carlton there, BBVA building just behind the trees here, which is like a big bank. I think it's Spanish originally, but they got branches in Latin America. And obviously, maybe the most opulent piece of architecture in the country, well, I don't know if in the country, but in the city quite possibly, is the castle on the hill. So let's go and check it out. Got a big square coming up, and the castle sits up behind it. That's the only problem with the GoPro. Like, there's anything that's in the distance, me with my naked eye can see it perfectly, but anything that's in the distance, it's hard to really convey it on camera without having to cut to B-roll. So I'm kind of using my iPhone for those purposes, and obviously this for all the vlogging, just is a quick look around kind of thing. Let me know what you think in the comments, if it works for you or not. If there's anything you think I could do to improve. I'm always open to, you know, learning how to do things better, so why not? Feedback welcome. It's got some, well, largely empty but touristy stores coming up here. You got $10 sunglasses, apparently 10 peso sunglasses apparently, which if they're legit prices, you're talking not even 50p for a pair of shades. Like, oh, it's so cheap over here. And obviously, because this isn't like massively touristy, this is cheaper than Cancun, and Cancun was cheap. So there's not just a price discrepancy between here and home, there's one between Mexico City and Cancun as well. It's just some of the value you can get here is phenomenal. We've got like a lot of food stalls setting up. I guess they're expecting people who are visiting the park, visiting the castle, to come today. You wonder if, you know, everything would be full. Like these two here are empty. You wonder if they would be full if not for COVID, or whether it's just because it's a weekday perhaps. I'm not sure how many tourists actually come to the city compared to go to Cancun. I imagine a fair few more go to Cancun than come here. I'm not seeing any Mexico City fridge magnets yet. They do have some here. ¿Cuánto es?
40 pesos y 20 pesos.
So 40 and 30. How much is that? I mean, it's both less than £2. One's about £1, one's about £1.70. I've been looking for a City of Mexico magnet though, because like at that market the other day, they just had generic Mexico ones, so I want one that says Ciudad de Mexico on it. I'm gonna get one of them. This. Anything over there? Gracias. 40.
Gracias.
Gracias, señora. Sorted, so that's one more fridge magnet done. I'm a big fan of this coming up here, this mask stand. Got loads of Lucha Libre masks. Sorry, I'm struggling to get me fridge magnet in the pocket now for the bag that it come in. What an absolute nightmare I'm having. Don't know how I've managed this. So coming up here, right, now that fiasco's over, coming up here, oh wow, got some great masks here. Got Marshmallow, Rey Mysterio, I think he's a WWE, Sin Cara, I think, Iron Man. Hola.
Hola.
¿Cuánto es?
Cualquiera de esas 100 pesos.
Perdone?
100.
100. Actually, that's pretty cheap. It's cheaper than the market the other day. Gracias. No, I didn't want to buy one, I just wanted to have a look, but some nice masks there, again 100. I don't know if I got ripped off in the market the other day, because they were, I think like the quality of the one I bought the other day was actually pretty decent. I mean, £4 for one of them. If you're into your wrestling, or you know, you just want a little souvenir and you come into Mexico City that's a bit different from your usual fridge magnets and stuff, grab one of them, sorted. £4. They actually look like decent quality, and I was so tempted to get another one, but there's literally no point. Like the poncho, the market in Cancun, I'd love to just have it, but when I'm going to wear it, I'm not going to use it as decoration. There's literally no point. ¿Cuánto es?
30 pesos.
30, a bit cheaper. Right, go on, I'll have one then. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias, senor. So if you just want a few souvenirs when you come into Mexico City and you don't want the crazy hustle and bustle of the markets I went to the other day, this is a lot more chilled out. You've got so many options, like loads of different things, loads of different people. You can have a nice walk in the park in the sunshine. It's great. This is where I was actually originally looking for. I was just looking for somewhere to come that had like just your generic souvenirs, like your fridge magnets and key rings and stuff, just to get a couple more presents for people. And it's a good little spot to come. And I know, because I know people, not everyone likes going in, like the market I went in the other day, not everyone would enjoy that, because it's quite, for some I imagine it'd be quite a stressful experience. I like that sort of stuff, but this is much more chilled out, much more relaxed. You feel like you can just take it at your own pace. You're not constantly dodging 1,000,001 vehicles and people pulling things about everywhere and all the rest of it. It's, like I say, it's a lot more chilled out. On another note, actually, I know I keep doing this when I'm on camera, but when I'm talking, my mask like moves up and down and sometimes slips too far down my face. So I feel like every time I talk, I'm constantly adjusting it, constantly trying to keep it still. So if you wonder why I keep touching my face whilst I'm talking to the camera, well, not touching my face, touching my mask, that's why, because when I talk it just moves all the time and it doesn't feel like it's on properly, so I keep having to readjust it and put it back up. And yeah, it's not some like weird twitch or tick thing that I have, it's just, yeah, just the mask being a pain in the arse basically.
After finishing up at the souvenir stores, I decided to explore more of the park and take to the lake on a pedal boat, but more of that in the next vlog, and trust me, you'll want to see that one. In the meantime, get subscribing to my channel, drop a like if you enjoyed it and a comment if you have any feedback. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.